Hello again, friends, and welcome to more Railroader. We're down here today, down in the Dillsboro yard with our brand new steam locomotive, the C-46, which was inspired by everyone who's been watching the channel. I had a little contest, and your decision was to get a 280 and name it the Makani. And that's what we've done. So we need to get this locomotive spun around, fueled up, because in approximately 15 in-game minutes, we have another interchange turnover, and we're going to use this locomotive to get that taken care of here. We're also going to use the banana train a little bit to get some stuff done at the interchange. So we'll go ahead, back up, get some coal going here. And sounds like our passenger train is pulling into the station at Dillsboro as we are here. So while that fills up, let's go take a quick look. And we definitely don't want them to hit us. Yep, here it comes. So things that are going on. The banana train's currently in a siding at Dillsboro, waiting to grab this one empty for the interchange. As number 8 pulls in, you'll see that we've got a fair amount of cars at Locust Pin. We also do have, back over in the Dillsboro yard, I believe another 3 or 4 cars that are all for there. You've got number 1 hanging out in the roundhouse over there. As we pop on over to Silva, we have the coal hopper there doing its thing. The actual paperboard itself, for the moment, is switched out. We've got our pulpwood slowly draining, as it should. On the other parts of the railroad, there's not too much going on. Wilmot is empty. The sawmill, that car is almost empty for coal. We have a lot of cars currently just waiting at East Whittier. So we've got a string of log flats. We've got a lot of cars for the sawmill, and we have a set of eastbounds that need to go to Barker's Creek. Meanwhile, over here, we have a number of cars getting full of lumber, which they're slowly starting to slog through more of the actual loads there. Over at Whittier, we just dropped off in our past live stream all of those. We also do have this passenger train, which we're going to go ahead and AI. Looks like that's heading. Looks like they didn't stop at Ella. So we're going to go ahead. Yeah, we're good. We're going to go ahead and get this train rolling here. So that'll head down there. We'll probably have them meet at Barker's. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly get that set for the meet. And voila. Meanwhile, over at Ella, nothing's really gone on over here. We've got 2 cars that are currently being unloaded. Up at Walker, we do have a number of... Oh, it looks like they're ready to come down. So we will have to send something up to switch that out eventually and get some more pulpwood loading. Bryson proper has a few things going on. We have to take some empties up. We also have the lime train down here that needs to run around its train and shove those up to the Fontana Bridge site. And then we still have our big power over here getting fixed up after its major crash a few sessions ago. So Western Railroad 734 is still at 74%. A lot of these cars, 12%. The bigger locomotives, 39%, 17%, 31%. Not our finest moment. So obviously those all still need to be fixed up. And we've got 20 people currently working up there. Meanwhile, it looks like up at Appalachia Junction, what is going on? We have a passenger train that's stopped. And why is it on this branch? Well, either way, we're going to go ahead and get it going here, because that needs to roll. So let's go ahead and get that in motion. All right. All right, time for you to go forward. Please. Number 2. Oh, it's doing the station stop for Appalachia. But I don't want you to do station stop. I want you to move. Please. Please. Train. There we go. Now, I am not sure why it went down that track. I think it's because of my own laziness. So we're going to put a few Z right there just for the future. But as soon as it moves out of the way, we're going to go ahead and reset it so it stops on the main like it has been. And hopefully while we've been doing all this, the C-46 is getting coal and watered down at Dillsboro. So we'll be good to go with all that moving forward. And there we go. Alrighty. And looks like the passenger train is rolling out. We'll probably have to refill it once it gets back to Dillsboro. So let's go ahead and actually spin this puppy around. Alrighty, ease onto the turntable. And let's go ahead and spin it. Now this will be our third interchange turnover for this in-game day, and I'm wondering if we're going to have a fourth, because it seems like there's a lot of cars that we're still trying to get sorted here. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. Let's go ahead and get this backing up. We may have time to get that one car that the banana train currently has taken care of. So we're going to go ahead and have that drift at like 4%. So that should be good there. Let's get the banana train going. Back it out onto the main. I think what we'll end up doing is we'll have the steam engine take that to the interchange, drop it, and then have the diesel follow in hot pursuit. Because in-game we now have 7 minutes, 6 minutes until that gets the next turnover. So we should be able to make it. That'll also help clear the way for any other cars that are coming here. They don't care that we're blocking the crossing. Okay. And here comes the steam locomotive. And where is that? Okay. You know what? Let's just go ahead and automate you. You're going reverse at 35. And make sure our headlight is indeed doing what we want. Okay. Come on, Connie. Or McConnie. Alrighty, come on, we gotta get that car over here. And now I'm not so sure that we'll make it, but you know what? We'll try, damn it. If not, it'll be left for the next turnover. Alright. Alright, ignore the signals. We need to get over to Silva. And there goes the diesel. And let's see. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and take that away. And we're literally gonna put the diesel, where do we want to put the diesel? Probably on this passing siding to allow the steam engine to pass. And then we'll use a combination of the steam engine and the banana train to actually get a lot of that cleaned up. Well, that's one hell of a Doppler effect. Meanwhile, steam locomotive. Okay. So that's going on. Cool. Things are happening. And they're happening well. I gotta say, now having the new update in the game and having a lot more cars for various industries, it is nerve-wracking. Because, especially if you're running this railroad solo, like I am right now, you have to be on your game to try to have everything hit. But, you know, we'll make it. We will make it work. One way or another. Okay. The banana train is in the siding. As we come up on Silva. I don't think we're going to make it. But, we will do our best. And for safety, we'll put our fusee right there. Got another crossing, and we have that. Alright, game. Do your worst. This is not going to be fun, I'm sure. But we got like 15 seconds. Guess we'll find out. Okay, where's the turnover? There's supposed to be a turnover right about now. It's supposed to be every 3 hours, and now I'm confused. Okay. I swear, I thought it had another turnover. Did it happen and we didn't see it? No? It's, huh. Well, that's odd. I swear I thought there was supposed to be a third turnover. It told us the interchange was full. And we haven't gotten a lot of our cars for, like, Slay Micah or, you know, a lot of the other shit. Well, we'll deliver this car either way. Maybe the inbound train got delayed? Well, we'll go ahead and at least get this locomotive out of the way. And maybe what we'll do is we'll stash this on one of the sidings down here in the hopes that we get to use it with an interchange. Because we had one at 8. Hold on. Yeah. Because our interchanges are at 6. Oh, is it every 4 hours? God damn it. I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, I guess the next interchange is not for another hour. But the policy will still stand. Let's get number 630 here onto a passing siding. We'll have it sit. And in-game in an hour, I guess we'll have our third interchange drop. So go ahead and put that over there. We'll get some trains taken care of, and then we're going to head west over to Bryson and take care of the Lime train then. All right, number 630. Stay there and make sure nothing gets through. Same to you, Banana Train. Go ahead, put you neutral. And train's also in neutral. Okay. Well, at least we're prepped. Let's go back over. And we have a passenger jam currently going on at Parker's. So let's go ahead and get this one moving first. And that'll then get this one going. That has it set to normal. Alrighty. Now we're reset. So that's what we calculated to Wilmot. Nothing has changed at the sawmill, correct? Yeah. Oh, well, they're loading quick, but they're not ready yet for me to switch out because we're gonna have one hell of a eastbound eventually. So that's still going. So let's head over to Bryson. And since we're here, let's take a little survey of what's going on. Number 2 is good on coal and water for the moment. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take over the lime train. And we're going to go ahead and get that one going here. The train's getting decent number of people on there. Okay, we're gonna be lazy. We're just gonna run around and then shove it all the way up there. Because if these cars are all going to Fontana Lake, I don't remember how many cars are going up there. Thought it would have been more than this, but I guess we'll find out one way or another. And then once we have the Fontana Lake stuff, depending on how long that takes, we may then just take care of grabbing more of the hoppers up at Robinson Coal, bring those back, and maybe get the logging stuff also handled up at Walker. So let's go ahead, run around the train here. Alrighty. Alright, let's go. And we're going all the way to the end of the line. So that should give us some fun stuff. Now, some people may argue, oh, you're not backing up, you're running long hood forward. And to them I say, I'll let you form your own judgment. Alright, so that's good. The next place they're probably going to have to pass, if that train's at Wilmot, it's probably going to be there, but we'll wait until we're on the main line first. And I need to make sure that this was not going to be hell. Okay, Strasbourg 90 is there. We'll probably have to take that one east at some point with the freight. But that is TBD. Meanwhile, 734 is still at 74%. These cars are still at 13%. Meanwhile, we never checked our money. So let's check the money. Currently, we are in $88,000 in debt. We have a loan payment of interest payment of $68.80 in 2 days, 10 hours. But we're going to try to lower that as much as we can. So, thankfully, with some of the coal stuff we now have and some of the other things, that should allow us to get them in a much better position than they were before. And pay down a lot of that debt. So let's go ahead, flip that switch so we have green. And indeed we do. And let's get rolling. All right, now that while that's rolling, we're going to go ahead and reset the switches in case we have to do any Bryson meets in the meanwhile. So let's go ahead, get that going there. I don't think there's any awkward crossovers. Yeah, the awkward crossovers are out. Meanwhile, they are stopping because of incompetence, and now because of incompetence. There it goes. And we're good. Alright, let's keep going. We gotta shove up this hill. And I'm gonna go ahead and preliminarily make sure that they do pass at Whittier. So let's go ahead and get that switch thrown. And down here, it should be set for normal. Yep, there we go. Alright, so we got things under control. And the Dillsboro train is at Dillsboro. So we'll have to eventually reset that to run back to probably just Bryson. Park the executive train again. Because the executive train, the lemon train, as all of you people in the audience know, was named by you. But that is our special train that usually only just does express stuff. I think Tultry was using it last night for locals, but we'll put it away, allow it to rest until when we next have a larger operating session. Alright, so let's just keep going up this hill. Alright, so we got our passenger train leaving Wilmot, and I'm surprised that this one is slowing down as much as it is. Let's go ahead and give a little more juice. There's no handbrakes on, and honestly, it's not the heaviest train. It's only 500 and so tons. But I guess it's just slower than molasses right now. So we got the curve up here. And everything else is running smoothly. Perfect. Man, this train, I don't know what it is. It just feels like it's crawling up this hill. I realize it's going almost 25 miles an hour, which is a pretty decent speed for some of these areas, but dang if it just doesn't feel like it's going slow. I guess we'll maybe recant those words once we get closer around the reverse horseshoe curve up here. But yeah, we need to keep on a rolling here. And what I'm thinking is once we get up to here, we'll probably AI this engine back. We'll get number 5 out of the roundhouse in Bryson, and we'll have that essentially just pull the log cars up to Walker, take care of that. We'll see how long this episode runs, but oh, I need to slow down for these curves. Slow down, please. Please don't derail. Please don't do it dumb. I'm paying attention, I swear. There we go. And then eventually we'll have either the Lime train and or Strasburg 90 head east with a freight, because we do have a lot of cordwood that can run. Got a few other things that need to be taken care of. Plus, as we've now reconfirmed, our next interchange stump isn't for another looks like 45 minutes in game, so we'll see here. And we're finally getting closer and out of these darn reverse curves, so hopefully we'll be able to speed up a little bit. Alright, Diesel, pick it up. I'm also wondering whether I should put any cars here at the Hemingway Cordwood site. It's kind of hard to get to. We really don't use a lot on this end of the railroad just yet. But it could be good for us to stage some stuff there for the future. I say we're going into Hemingway. Here we are at Hemingway. So here we go. Passing through the station siding. The one thing I'm really excited for is once we actually do get the Appalachia branch done, because that's essentially going to be our main line for a bit, allowing us to really have some fun with some longer trains and other things. But that may also overwhelm us, but we'll find out one way or another here. Alright. Come on, Lime Train. I think the speed limit's 35 on this section of track. We're not going to push it too much, but we're definitely now moving at Grumman, which is nice for sure. We'll back off a little bit on the throttle, just to avoid any awkward things that may happen. That one's going into... Aha, that one's at Ella. That one's going to pull into Whittier. And is the Silva train at Silva yet? Yes, it is. Okay. So we should have a nice influx of cash coming. Looks like Dillsboro got us 186, Wilmot 134. So we'll see what happens here. The trains were decently full, so I'm expecting a decent payout, which will be nice. Alright, pulling into Appalachia Junction. That's at Whittier. I'm just surprised we haven't gotten the payout yet. So we're going to go ahead and drift with the passenger, or the freight train. 338. That was lower than expected. But now that we're set for the main and not Robinson, we should have greens. So. Whoa. Okay, so we're going to road reverse you at 30 for a little bit here. Because I need to get the other trains going. So let's go down the Silva. We'll take care of number 4, the Atlantic. So let's go ahead, put this in manual. And Strasburg 90's whistle's already on another locomotive, so you need a different one. Let's give you... No. No. Yeah, let's give you them. Okay, so these should be filling up, and we're leaving the people who want to go to Appalachia Junction, because this train will not be going to Appalachia Junction. Alright, wave to the people as you go by. And we probably will need to refill on water with this train as well. We'll probably do that at Dillsboro. We have to do that at Dillsboro, looks like. So... Alright, let's go ahead and back onto the train. Okay. So that looks to be decently full. That's ready to roll. Kick the handbrake off. And we'll see you at Dillsboro. we're going to do, there's a fusee like there. So that'll handle itself. Meanwhile, those two are still doing its thing. Looks like the diesel's at Brooks. So that's good. How many cars do we have up in Robinson right now? Be good if I face the right way. Only 3. Still has mining supplies and still has a lot of hoppers to go. So we'll see what happens here. Meanwhile, the passenger train is doing passenger things. And hey, we got money from other places, so let's go ahead and pay down the debt. So we're at only 87,000. So, hot damn. We need to pay down the debt quicker, though. I don't like being in this much debt, but that's what happens when you keep buying locomotives and cars and having the chat in your live streams tell you what to do. So, oh well. It's content, right? Something like that. So, we'll go ahead and we'll keep rolling here. Looks like those two are just waiting for a pass. So we'll go ahead, throw the switch there, because that is going to stop. And then that'll allow these two to take over their futures. How is the water and coal? Okay. So when that gets the pricing, we also have to take care of that one. So I'm going to go ahead, and while we're waiting, we're going to go ahead and put a fusee down at the spot. That'll be my reminder to take care of it. Meanwhile, let's see number 2 come into Whittier. I should be coming around that curve any moment now. But we'll see. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that rolling here. And that locomotive, we'll take care of that down at Dillsboro. So meanwhile, let's go ahead and just take over this train. While the diesel's doing diesel things. I love how we have to babysit all the locomotives and cars. Yeah, everyone thinks running a railroad's great until you realize you have to babysit everything. Okay. Come on, recharge the damn train. Alright, so that should get refueling. Which will take us a moment or two to get that tender topped off. Then that'll be safe. Number 2 is at Whittier. We'll have to rethrow the switch for it down there. Where's the diesel? The diesel is rapidly approaching the stopping location. So let's go ahead, hop over to that for a moment or two. Fontana Bridge site's coming up sooner rather than later. It's going to be right around this corner, I believe. But let's get it set up to go. We should be approaching. It's literally just around this corner, right? Yes. Oh, good. I did put down a few C. That's good, even though we have full control over the train now. But let's get the train around the corner here. Go ahead, we'll start slowing down. Oh, we need to stop faster. Dump! And we made it. Alrighty. Let's put a handbrake on. And that'll now do what it needs to do. Go ahead and cut that away. And perfect. So we have at least these cars for Fontana Bridge delivered. So that'll get going here. We've got the other trains more or less continuing to run, and we'll do a little bit of cleanup stuff off screen to get some of those locomotives rewatered. But I think we're going to AI this train to head back to Bryson, and we'll figure out the next steps from there. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you tuning in to the fun antics of the Suffering Southern. If you liked the video, please give us a like. And if you'd like to see more stuff, give us a subscribe to the channel. Appreciate that. We'll be doing some more live streaming of Railroader and other games coming up soon. But otherwise, we got to roll out. So we'll see you next time.